Welcome to this explainer. Today, we're getting our hands dirty with an absolute wonder plant. If you're looking for that one perfect addition to your garden that works just as hard as it looks beautiful, well, you're in exactly the right place. We're talking all about calendula.
Think about this for a second. What if a single flower could actually protect your veggies, heal your skin, and just completely brighten up your entire backyard? Sounds a bit like magic, right? But calendula really is this hardworking garden superhero. It's got an incredible history of ecological and medicinal benefits. It's not just an ornamental pop of color, though it definitely is that. It's a highly functional workhorse for your entire backyard ecosystem.
Here is our roadmap for today. Number 1, meet the wonder plant. Number 2, planting and maintenance guide. Number 3, the garden superhero. Number 4, harvest, healing, and uses. Number 5, troubleshooting common mistakes. And number 6, start your calendula garden. Let's get right into it.
Section 1. Meet the wonder plant, a golden history.
Now, first things first, let's clear something up. Calendula is actually not the common garden marigold you might be picturing at the garden center. Those are part of the Tegides family. What we're talking about is Calendula officinalis, an edible, medicinal flower in the Asteraceae family. That means it's actually related to chamomile and sunflowers. Oh, and fun fact, the name calendula comes from the Roman word calens, which means calendar, because they literally believed it bloomed on the first day of every single month.
People have described this flower as sunshine incarnate, and you can see why. For centuries, it's been revered as this almost magical plant used in spells for love and health. In Bulgarian traditions, for instance, where it's known as nevin, it's celebrated as a true gift of nature and used heavily in folk medicine and cosmetics. With those bright, cheery yellow, apricot, and deep orange petals, it really does look like a little drop of sunshine right there in the dirt.
Section 2. Planting and maintenance guide, getting your hands dirty.
So, how do we actually grow this stuff? You've got two solid options. You can start them indoors about 4 to 6 weeks before your last frost using a nice, lightweight seed starting mix. Or, if you want to keep it super simple, just directly sow them outdoors once the ground warms up a bit. Honestly, they aren't fussy at all about how rich the soil is, but they absolutely 100% need good drainage.
The magic number you need to remember here is 60. That's 60 degrees Fahrenheit. That is the sweet spot for your soil temperature to wake these seeds up and get them germinating. Actually, they really prefer cooler weather and can easily shrug off a light frost, which makes them a fantastic cool season annual for both your spring and fall gardens. Getting them in the ground is an absolute breeze. Just sow the seeds about a 1/4 inch deep. And here's a crucial pro tip. They need complete darkness to sprout, so make sure they're fully covered up. Keep that top layer of soil evenly moist, and you should see them pop up in just 7 to 14 days. Once they develop their true leaves, make sure you thin them out to about 8 to 12 inches apart. You really want to give them that breathing room for good airflow.
Okay, once they start blooming, you have got to remember this golden rule: deadheading. You just pinch off the faded dead blooms. It seems kind of harsh, but it actually tricks the plant into pumping out brand new flowers right up until a hard winter frost. If you skip this step, the plant is going to put all its energy into making seeds, and the flower show will just shut down completely.
Section 3. The garden superhero, defending your veggies.
Now we're getting to the really cool part. Calendula acts as a trap crop. Think of it like literal flypaper for pests. If you touch the stems and leaves, they feel kind of tacky, right? Well, that sticky sap is basically irresistible to pests like aphids, whiteflies, and thrips. It pulls them completely away from your precious vegetables. It is the ultimate decoy. The companion planting benefits are just off the charts. By playing the decoy, calendula actually summons the good guys, predatory insects like ladybugs, lacewings, and hoverflies who show up to feast on those pests. It is an absolute game changer near tomatoes, squash, and cucumbers. Plus, below ground, it acts as a living mulch to smother weeds, and those deep roots actively break up compacted clay. Oh, and the scent? It can even help keep pesky rabbits away from your greens. Talk about a multitasker.
Section 4. Harvest, healing, and uses, from garden to apothecary.
So, you've grown it. Now how do you use it? To capture the plant's medicinal resins at their absolute peak, you really want to time your harvest. Wait for the morning dew to completely dry, then snip the flower heads right at the base during the heat of midday. Lay them out somewhere warm with good airflow, completely out of direct sunlight. Give it about 1 to 5 days, and they'll be papery, crisp, and totally ready to pop into an airtight storage jar.
And yes, the petals are entirely edible. Back in medieval times, cooks tossed it into pretty much every pot, which is exactly how it got the name pot marigold. People actually called it poor man's saffron because of this brilliant golden hue it gives to your food. Try scattering some fresh petals over a salad, mixing them into some butter, or using the dried petals to brighten up your rice dishes. It adds this really nice, vibrant, peppery tang.
But stepping out of the kitchen, calendula has some serious medicinal superpowers. We are talking major anti-inflammatory, antibacterial, and antiviral properties. Studies actually show its extracts can block nitric oxide production, which is a huge driver of inflammation. That makes it incredibly soothing for sunburns, rashes, and minor cuts. A lot of folks infuse the dried flowers in olive oil for a month to make their own healing skin salve, or just steep the petals in hot water for a fantastic antioxidant-rich tea.
Section 5. Troubleshooting Common Mistakes, the Reality Check.
Let's do a quick reality check, because no plant is invincible, right? But the good news is the most common mistakes are super easy to fix. Notice a white, dusty fungal coating? That's powdery mildew. The fix? Better airflow. Space your plants out more next time, and for now, hit them with a simple baking soda and dish soap spray. Got an absolute overload of aphids on your trap crop? Just blast them off with a hard stream of water from the hose and let those ladybugs do the rest. And finally, if your plant looks exhausted and stops blooming when temperatures hit the 90s, don't panic. Calendula hates extreme summer heat. Just give it some water, provide a little shade, and wait for the cool fall weather. It'll roar right back to life.
Section 6. Start your calendula garden. Next steps. If you're feeling a little intimidated, don't be. Look at this number, 100. That is the near 100% germination rate of these seeds. They are so large, so dependable, and just so eager to grow, making calendula literally one of the most rewarding plants you can try if you're an absolute beginner. Pretty much every seed you plant is going to become a beautiful, helpful flower.
And here is a great tip for the end of the season. You don't even need to pull them up and toss them in the yard waste. Do what's called a chop and drop. Just cut the stems and let them drop right exactly where they grew. As they break down, they're going to return valuable organic matter, nitrogen, and carbon straight back into the earth. It totally enriches your soil's microbiome for whatever you decide to plant there next year.
So we've covered a ton of ground today, and I want to leave you with this. Knowing that it can heal your skin, protect your tomatoes, and feed the local pollinators, isn't it time you made a little room for this wonder plant? Go on, add a splash of golden calendula to your garden this year.
One final but very important note before we go. While we absolutely love exploring the historical and natural properties of plants in this explainer, please always consult with a professional healthcare provider for medical advice specific to your own circumstances before using calendula or any plant medicinally. Stay safe out there. Thank you so much for hanging out with me, and happy gardening.